This is Jason here. Today we're actually going to be doing the review of the Machine Paintball gear hopper slash loader. Now the first thing I want to do before we even start this video, I would personally like to thank Machine Paintball. I had a few minor issues with my hopper slash loader. Got in contact with them. In 2 days, I was able to get the necessary parts to take care of my issue. So I must say, dual thumbs up for customer service. They take care of you. They understand if you have issues. With that in mind, this is going to lead me to a quick side, and then we're going to right back to the video. For anyone, whenever you have a problem with any paintball product, if it's a mask, a hopper, a pod pack, anything, before you jump on Facebook or PB Nation or the forums and just start talking mad crap, be mature, be an adult, contact the manufacturer. These things are made in mass quantities. There's going to be a few that have mistakes. So instead of being an immature child, be an adult and contact them. So, yet again, thumbs up. Very, very pleased with customer service. They called me, they apologized, and they took care of me. So, with that in mind, let us go ahead, and it's already in pieces, make it a little bit easier for everybody, and talk about the Machine Paintball gear a little bit more in depth today. So, of course, with mine, I did pay the $20 and got the quick feed. The cool thing, at least with this, I'm very happy that the quick feed is only $20. I had this installed in less than 10 minutes. So it's a quick install. It's 20 bucks versus the Spire, which when I bought mine, it was like $44 for the quick feed. So definitely cheaper. Reinforced rubber, as you can see, it moves nicely. So, but that's not really what I care about. I care about this, the actual internals. So, the first thing, I guess you can consider this version 2, as funny as that sounds. With the gear that I have, it does have the updated feed assembly. They were having a few issues with the old feed assembly, so they already made a new and improved version. So that tells you this company is into product testing. They are into making their product better. This one also has the new updated board to reduce a lot of the on-off problems. It actually reduces some of the noise problems, and it adds a extremely awesome feature which I have not seen in a very, very long time. So the first thing I want to talk about, excuse me, by the way, with this hopper, you're not going to see any claw assembly, any dual rotation like you do on the rotor. The way this assembly works, the paint goes into the raceway. These rotate and kick them right in. So basically, it almost works like a conveyor belt. The balls just stack in here, and they're pushed into where they need to go. They are not forced. They are not slammed. They are just pushed gently into the raceway. We used this all day yesterday at Striker Paintball, located in Santa Paula, California. Did not break one ball. Did not have any feeding issues. I did do one thing stupid. I didn't turn the hopper on during a game. That was my fault, though. My stupidity. So, the overall thing about this hopper, a lot of people are, I'm going to be honest, bagging on it. Okay. My honest opinion is, this is worth the $200. The reason why. A few designs on this hopper I have not seen in a long time. I'm happy that Machine did it because it does help. So, let's go ahead and talk about those designs first, okay? Now, this might be a little bit difficult to see on the camera, so we're going to try our best. If you can notice, This is not flat. This is actually goes in, goes in. So when the hopper is full of paint, the paint will actually do just a good old-fashioned our friend gravity, go where it needs to go. It's not gonna, you're not gonna have a ball stuck in your front nose cone. It will actually feed completely every single ball. It is a great feature that will help not only when playing, but also safety. So you know, once you are out of paint, you are actually out of paint. I've noticed with the Spire, even with the rotor, you still have anywhere from 1 to 5 balls left in there, and you don't know. So that right there is a beautiful design, how the balls actually just feed in perfectly, right to the point. You don't gotta horse around with it. So a lot of people too, what does it look like on the bottom? Show us the bottom. So let's show you the bottom. There you go. The only thing that you can physically take apart or remove is the battery, which is right here, right next to the board. All this is sealed. You should never have to open it unless you have to clean it. I did open it to look into it, to see what's going on. Don't do it unless you have to. Just leave it be. It's a great design. All the wires, as you can see, are securely tucked where they need to be. They're not free-flowing. They're not jumping all over the place. Now, the Spire is done by a tension assembly. The Spire is done, by almost a torque. Once the paddles feel a tension, they stop. The Spire is done by tension. So once the balls get filled up, the gear assembly actually lifts up. This one uses eyes. Now, people are saying it's an old technology. And you know what? It's the best technology. Let me explain. This right here, which is the end of the raceway, you have 2 eyes that will detect balls coming through the raceway. Right here, you have 2 more eyes that will actually detect when the hopper is being fed to already start the rotation. Great, great design. I miss this technology. This also helps with a new feature of this hopper, which is beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and let's show you that next, shall we? So we'll take this, put the battery harness right back in so it's not bouncing around. Okay. Okay, so we have batteries. Let's go ahead and turn this on. And we're on. But what is it not doing? It's not rotating. It's not going crazy. It's not cycling. I'll tell you the reason why. With the new updated board assembly, it will not begin to rotate, nor feed, nor cycle until, and of course we have paint right here, until it sees paint being introduced into the hopper. There we go. So, until it physically sees paint in this hopper, it will not start. I love that feature. Not only is it a safety feature, it's going to make sure and give you that peace of mind once you get the new board system that, okay, if my hopper's not rotating, that means there's no paint. That is great. So we'll go ahead and lift this up. And there we go. Paint's out, stops rotating. So we'll go ahead and take 1 paintball, throw it in. Same thing. As soon as it sees paint, it turns off. Or it starts to rotate, I'm sorry. So, and if you notice, you can still prime it. And of course, turn it off. Just hold down the infrared. And release. And it's now turned off. So, on top of being extremely light, it's actually lighter then the Virtue Spire, which we have actually pictures up on our Facebook that actually shows the scale and each one being measured. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little comparison here. So of course here is the other toy that everyone loves, the Virtue Spire. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the Spire completely out of the shell, and we'll do the exact same thing with the gear. A few things you're going to notice. The Spire feed, or the Spire feeding system, is in the back. Okay? While the gear, if we had a rotor, which I do not have, I do apologize, the gear, it's in the middle. A middle feed system is not only going to help create an equal weight, it is also going to ensure a smoother feed. Now, some people are asking, what the heck is this? This was a $12 part that I had to pay for that did not come with my $200 Spire. It's the ramp gate, or the spring ramp, ramp activation. There's several words for it. Little piece of plastic, $12, just to ensure that when I'm running low on paint, it lifts up and brings the paint down. The die rotor already has this kind of assembly installed. The Virtue did not. So, now, another big thing we want to do, we're going to turn both these on. We're going to turn the Spire on. And we'll go ahead and bring it to the side so everyone can physically see that it's on. Okay, and now, we're turning the gear on. As you can notice, that pretty much right there shows you this is constantly going to spin. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to get this to stop, so bear with me until okay, doesn't stop. And let's go ahead and completely take the paint out. Just keep spinning. Never stops. So now what we're going to do, we're going to turn that off because that's getting annoying. And with the gear still on, we're going to go ahead and it stops. The raceway, now let's go ahead and turn this so the raceway is completely primed. So, we'll go ahead and remove these excess right here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because there's one in the bottom. 11 balls pre-fed, ready to rock and roll. So the other thing that people have been complaining about too is, oh, well, the gear has a hard time feeding the balls. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look into that. So let's go ahead and get the right back in there. We'll get the front, we'll actually completely, actually no, you know what, I don't want to do that. I actually want to show everyone it does not. So, also before we start, there's your sensor. There's one of your sensors right there. So as you can see, as soon as it detects my finger, it starts spinning. So here's two of the sensors right there. So, same thing, let's go ahead and get some paint in here. Now, of course, I'm not using a full pod because it won't fit because we don't have the top shell on. So now what we're going to do is, this might be a little difficult, so you might have to raise the camera a little bit. So, as soon as I release my finger, this will start to feed. And you're going to notice the balls, I'm not going to rotate the bottom shell, I'm not going to shake it, nothing. We're going to leave it alone. Okay, so I'm not going to move my hand. I'm going to push the pod down, and I'm going to lower this. So by all means, let's keep the camera on this at all times. Okay, what do you not see? You do not see any leftover ball. You don't see anything stuck. The hopper is completely empty. There is nothing in the raceway. So thus, I do have a stock ball over there. So that is the proof that this hopper will feed to the last ball. I did not see a problem with it feeding or keeping up with the trigger pulls yesterday at all. It maintained the entire functionality. Am I pleased? Yes, I am pleased with the weight of this hopper. I am pleased with the customer service that I was able to get. I was pleased with the way it performed. The other thing that I love about machine paintball is if you look at the vapors, you register your product. Make sure to register this hopper, by the way, just to let you guys know. If they find something that they can improve, they send it to you. No other company I've heard of has done that. They make you buy it. I was able to get the board and the new edition of the feed free of charge. Love that feature. So, yes, this hopper is worth the $200. I'm going to say it right now. There's a few other things, too, that I see about this that might allow color changing. You know, maybe a different color plate. I can't say yes or no to that, so don't hold me to that. But overall, very rare do I say I like a product. I have to admit, I love the machine gear. It is light. It is fast. It had no problem keeping up with me. It's overall a beautiful hopper. It's basically you're getting both worlds. You get functionality of the spire, you get functionality of the die rotor. Combined into one combined into one loader without the problems. So, next question. Where can you buy this? Okay, you can buy it currently from 2 locations. You can go to machinepaintball.com themselves, or you can go to yourpbfriend.com. Definitely want to say thank you from Machine Paintball. Mike, you helped me out dramatically. Yourpbfriend.com. Dan, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Appreciate both you guys. So this is Jason with the Machine Paintball Gear Loader. Thank you so much for watching. I do recommend picking one up. Have a great day.